Hey fans and fangirls, it is Legacy Brick Studios coming at you with a brand new Star Wars Battlefront Hoth gameplay trailer from E3 2015. And this is some awesome stuff that we are seeing down the pipeline from EA and DICE with this new Star Wars Battlefront game. And I want to just go over everything in this analysis for the trailer, and let's just get right into it. So to start off, we have the Rebel Alliance running down the hallways, and it is amazing. All the detail, everything about Echo Base is just spot on, and just the level of accuracy that the team has put into this is amazing. And as they run into the hangar, it is just a beautiful sight to see all this new stuff that it just blows your mind, all the details. But we also see the display setup, which we have first the display on the bottom right hand corner, which is your items that you can use to your dispatch. Most notably on the bottom, the power up. That is what the circle has. So of course this guy has binoculars, and you can get more and more power-ups. One may be a rocket launcher, or another, and you can pilot the AT-AT, or maybe you can be a hero or villain. That's just a few to note. But the other things that we have are obviously a thermal detonator, a shield, and I'm not quite sure what the other is. Maybe it is you can pilot an X-Wing, or you have a torpedo or something like that. I have no idea, honestly. I haven't been able to see that much. What we have on the bottom left hand corner is a mini map for the game, and we have the blue markings representing your team, obviously, the red markings representing the opposite side of the battle, and the white markings representing things that you have yet to find, most notably the uplink stations, which we have also in front of us. Now, these control the battlefield from what I'm figuring out. It's almost like having a command post in my mind, but you never know exactly how these work. And I think that as long as you keep the uplink stations on, and the more you have, the more chances you have of having a Y-wing strike, and you need the Y-wing strikes to take out the AT-ATs. This is what I'm guessing. I'm not entirely sure. I like to think of it as more of a command post idea. What we also have here is what seems to be a battlefield leader. You see this in other parts of the trailer as well. It is an individual with yellow markings above their gamer tag, and it represents that they are some sort of leader to the battle. Maybe they're the host. I have no idea. So more on that with the more information that comes out. Next, the rebel soldier gets into a firefight, and the explosions are awesome. Everything about this little clip is amazing. The way the firing goes, everything. But next we find that there is also more of a Call of Duty taste with how the point system works. It's the same with the power-ups, the same with the kill streaks, everything like that. And I actually did my research between the trailers that we got, and I tried to figure out exactly how many of these point system things that we get. And they do vary at times, such as when you get stationary weapons destroyed, when you get vehicles destroyed. For some reason, the point system varies. So the few that we get in this trailer are enemy defeated, that's 100 points, partner avenged, 50 points, top player killed, 20 points, kill streak bonus, 50 points, headshot bonus, 50 points, stationary weapon damaged, 20 points, grenade bonus, 50, vehicle damaged, 60 points, ATST destroyed, 150 points, explosive bonus, 50 points, uplink activated, 200 points, tow cable lap, 25 points. And obviously the one that stands out the most is the uplink activated being 200 points, which more or less is the biggest one that you can get. When you get an airstrike attack, though, that gives you a lot of points if you put it in the right place. And I'm not entirely sure why there is a point system in place, if that determines how you won if you won the battle, or maybe it gives you points to unlocking new characters or weapons or power-ups or anything like that. And also in this screenshot that I took, you can notice on the bottom your health bar, and obviously he's getting shot at, the health bar goes down. Obviously it takes a little while to heal back up, you know how that works. But something that I kind of miss about the old Star Wars Battlefront is the gonk droid and the health droid that we would get our ammo and health from if you stand by it. And you old Battlefront fans will remember that, and unfortunately these are absent from the game, so far at least. Remember, this is pre-alpha footage, and for pre-alpha footage this is amazing. So as the trailer continues, obviously these TIE fighters fly by, blowing up this turret, and it is just amazing, the level of detail that is. Again, there is some more point systems, as I found, but yeah, the TIE fighters look amazing, the sky looks amazing, we have more turrets. Notice the Imperial Star Destroyers in the sky along with the Rebel frigates and starships. It's just amazing to see this level of detail, but it makes me wonder, are you going to be able to go in those ships? Are you going to be able to fly out of those with the TIE fighters or the X-Wings? I don't know. We haven't been shown that yet, but it's a beautiful explosion by the fighters, and we zoom in, and it is a, like, I don't know, I don't get exactly how you use these binoculars. It doesn't make sense to me. Maybe it's just to have a closer view, like in Halo. I know there are times when you can use binoculars if you don't have a weapon or something like that. I forget exactly. I haven't played Halo in a long time, but it is a beautiful sight to see this Imperial Walker approaching, and you have these binoculars, and it looks exactly like the ones that we have actually seen in Star Wars, which is great to see the level of detail once again. Now, to note, we do get that huge turret that we see in The Empire Strikes Back, Star Wars Episode 5, on Hoth, and that is amazing. I hope you get to be able to pilot the turret. I'm not sure if you can or not, but it's awesome to see it firing at these Imperial forces in the sky from the Rebel base. Also, there is another power-up that we can see on the bottom, some sort of grenade, and you'll see it. It's almost like an implosion grenade or something like that, as we will watch that in a minute. And also, you can tell the uplink stations are red when under the control of the other team. You also get like a cycle bar for how much of it is regained or lost or something like that. Another level of detail, I circled the Rebel forces in the sky just to show you exactly where they are. But yeah, so the battle continues. You just get to see how big these AT-ATs actually are on the ground, and it is amazing. It just gives you such a rush, and the level of detail on the ground as you see the footprints and whatnot from your teammates, it is just beautiful. And there is that implosion grenade. What a sight to see. What a sight to see. And your teammate is getting the other uplink station, and then it pans to another Rebel force, and this guy is in third person, and to see that is just awesome first. And although it does look a little bit awkward at first, I'm sure we'll get used to it. I'm sure it'll be fine. This is only pre-alpha footage, so maybe this will change. I don't know, but it is very great to see third person being incorporated into the game. I'm sure I'm going to be playing in third person for when I play the game. Maybe I'll switch in and out, and that is seamless within this game, and just to see that is great things. Also, there are other power-ups. Not power-ups, but things that you can, customize your character to have, like a jetpack or a radar scanner. It seems like I know in Call of Duty you get that. You can see your enemies pop up on the map and knowing if they're close to you or not. And I'm not sure what the other is. Maybe it is a strike from above. I have no idea. Maybe it's an airstrike. I really don't know. But again, just beautiful detail and everything about this game. And we also get an image of our rebel guy. I really don't. Rebel soldier. There we go. Our rebel soldier going to get a power up, and this is what power ups look like on the ground. It is the rebel insignia or the imperial insignia on the ground. You pick it up, obviously, and you get a power up, and he got a smart rocket. Also, to see, there is a new alien that I hadn't recognized before. Maybe I did, I forget. On the right hand lower side, we can see that I forget exactly what type of alien this is, but I remember seeing him in Star Wars: The Clone Wars. He was the Senate dude for the Confederacy. I don't remember exactly what type this is. I'm sure you guys know it. Somebody out there does. Drop a comment down below telling me who it is. But just beautiful gameplay here with the AT-ST, and the jetpack looks amazing flying by. Obviously, he's not in the air for a very long time because the power does run out on it, and it must recharge. He peeks around the corner. Notice that seamless transition into first person, firing at the AT-ST, and then continuing to blow it up with his smart rocket. Now, we must also notice that it is being shot out by another rocket, and it might take 2 rocket strikes for the AT-ST to actually blow up. But awesome level of detail in that explosion, and he could have gotten another power up, but I guess he chose not to. Noticing this trailer is in fact, rigged. They have it written down beforehand. They know what's gonna happen. It's dumb. I don't know why they do that. I wish they just played it and had fun. But he goes to the uplink station, getting 200 points from that, but turning around to notice that there are Imperial forces blowing up the uplink station. So maybe that's what they're trying to do, blow them up or gain them back, pushing the rebel forces back and the walkers to advance. But this is called Walker Assault, so I guess that's the reason they do that. So, firing at the rebel forces down below, the AT-AT advances. Notice that the AT-ST is creating footprints in the snow, but they do disappear after a short time. But that level of detail is simply amazing. The AT-AT calls in an airstrike on the rebel forces, noticing that the points rack up heavily from that. But off in the distance, there are snow speeders advancing, and you can in fact wrap a tow cable around one of these things, like in The Empire Strikes Back, and knowing that you can do that manually is great. And we have footage of a TIE fighter next, third person and first person looking in the cockpit. Now, I'm probably going to use both at times with this, because I'm sure it's going to be hard to just use one or the other when firing at one of these things and trying to stay accurate. But they go through the rock formations in Hoth, and the level of detail, it just makes my mouth drop. When I watched this trailer the first time, my mouth was hanging in mid-air for the entire thing, and it is just amazing. And we see the X-Wing crash, and another rebel force firing at the Imperials on the ground. This is, I think, my favorite part of the trailer. You can just see the level of detail. and the AT-AT is getting shot down, and you can see it. There's sparks coming off of it. You can tell that it's about to go down. And noticing how close that AT-AT is getting, that's pretty sweet. So the rebel force, this rebel soldier, runs through the trenches of Hoth, jetpacks up, and lands. So there's an airstrike coming in, and his comrade forces a bubble shield in the air, but unfortunately it gets shot down by the airstrike, since it can't last that long apparently. But he looks up to notice that his comrade is being choked, and turns to see Darth Vader standing there igniting his lightsaber. We pan in to see Luke Skywalker. Amazing shots, by the way. Knowing that we get to play as these heroes is amazing. But one thing that I must criticize is the fact that Luke Skywalker should be in his X-Wing pilot uniform, not his Return to the Jedi costume. And that makes me very annoyed. The level of detail in this trailer is amazing, but this is the one missed opportunity that they should have seen. They must know that he is not in this costume for this battle, and that bugs me. That really does. I mean, I understand that there is time constraints. I understand that, and that if they can't produce another accurate model, I guess that's okay. It's Star Wars Battlefront. It's just gonna be an epic game anyways, I suppose. But Luke Skywalker force pushes these Imperials out of the way so he can charge Darth Vader. And I don't know if this turns into like a cutscene scenario, like where you can push buttons and kill your opponent, or if this is a scenario where the trailer just panned in on this epic shot of the two, or I don't know what's really going on here. But I'm not sure if it's like the old Battlefront where you just, do what you normally do to try to get your opponent, or if it turns into a sort of cutscene scenario. But the trailer ends epically with the Battlefront logo, and I must say, guys, that this made my mouth drop the first time, and the level of detail that EA and DICE are putting into it is extraordinary, and this game is going to be very, very good. I mean, there are notable things that I dislike. The fact that the AT-ATs are on a track, you can't actually pilot them, but you can shoot from the guns. I miss the old Battlefront in that sense. I miss the level of detail they put into like Luke Skywalker and how you could be in his X-Wing piloting uniform for the battle legitimacy. But this trailer is just so epic, so it doesn't really matter, even though it is, it's a screenplay almost. It's fixed, basically, how those work. Although I would like to see some legitimate gameplay. That is not going to happen at this time, I'm supposing. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like down below if you did, and subscribe as well for more reviews and analysis like this. Hopefully I don't get a copyright strike on this. Praying to God that I don't. Keep me in your prayers for that as well. I really don't want it, guys. I don't want a copyright strike. I'm promoting this video. I love Battlefront. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna do let's plays on it. It's gonna be an amazing game. But I hope to God they do not give me a copyright strike on this, because I love making videos like this, and it is for educational purposes that I include the actual footage from E3. Alright guys, thanks again. I hope you enjoyed, and stop by again for more. Bye bye. I found him. Repeat, I found the Gong Droid. Look at that.